the mob has come for Joe Rogan, and I'm not sure how long you know Joe for.
Almost 30 years.
How long?
Almost 30.
Yeah. So I know him, 20? I know him since 2001. Yeah. So, anybody that knows him knows he's a genuine guy.
Yeah.
And knows that he's a good guy. He's a good guy. And I believe that if anybody had any content out there for however long there is, you could cut things up to make a guy look anyway.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure they could do that with you, with your shows from back in the day. They could do that from anybody.
Any, especially a comic or podcaster who's been talking long enough. Yeah.
Anybody, even anybody, pro wrestlers from The Rock to whoever, they could examine anybody and say things that might have been taken out of context or just downright wrong and whatever, just not, maybe you slipped, you just said something that came out wrong, or they can cut it up to make it look a certain way. But at the end of the day, what is the agenda here? Why are you trying to, we're trying to assassinate somebody's character. For what? Why is people feeling threatened?
And they don't like him. Matt, they don't like him. They don't like what he's saying, and they want him silenced. That's it. There's no higher reason. They just don't like him, so they have to tell themselves he's dangerous or awful. It's bullshit.
The problem is, Jimmy, he reaches 5 times the audience or more than they do. So the people, he has, 5 times the audience, and then they just want whatever they want to put out to be. That's it. Nobody challenges.
That's right.
So I don't think he even. I don't believe Joe Rogan wants the controversy at all.
No, he doesn't.
He just likes to follow up. He has people on that he thinks interesting, and he goes over the things he wants to go over, man. And otherwise, he's just fucking around, drinking beer and smoking weed on his thing. Leave the guy alone. I don't know, dude. It makes me sick. It just makes me sick because you see what they're trying to do.
But also,
you're trying to go, look, he's a bad person. Look what he said. Look what he did.
This is a positive.
You're only a fool, Jimmy. If somebody's a fool if they believe in that, and somebody's a downright disgusting person if they were friends with him, and then they go, oh, I seen that. Oh man, you're right. He might be bad. Really? Do you think he's bad? What? You're afraid somebody to come after you?
Right.
Disgusts me, Jimmy.
This is a positive, and I've been talking about him on the radio show in the morning as well. This is a positive in a way, though, because Spotify so did the right thing by standing by Joe. So Spotify should also be commended because they're under tremendous pressure. He did not, his own babyish employees were whining about Joe. The Spotify CEO did not get rid of Joe. Neil Young and his nonsense didn't get rid of Joe. This other clip where things are taken out of context didn't get rid of Joe. So Spotify deserves credit, too, for standing by him.
I mean, listen, I feel bad, and I don't feel bad. Joe's got fuck you money. There's no Joe going away. Joe can't. If something happens with him and Spotify, it's not like, oh my goodness, is he going to be homeless? No, dude. Right. The guy is beyond fine. He has his family. He has his friends. He has people that love him. He's the type of guy that I feel he could always just go, you know what, I'll just go do my comedy. Like, he could just go do that.
And do arenas.
And he could do a podcast. He could do anything the guy wants to. So there's he's too big to get canceled. It's just not happening.
The people ask to show my nutritional. So that's it. Look there. It's 2 small boxes. We have vegetables, carbohydrates, and chicken. And this is meat, carbohydrate, and vegetables. They both together combine is 600 grams of food, and this is my second meal today. Okay, my first meal was 2 eggs and tapioca. You guys in America don't know what's tapioca probably, but it's a kind of bread, 50 grams of bread. That's it, my food.
Been on record, I said I wouldn't want it. He said he doesn't want it, but you don't always get what you want. So Ali should just be quiet once in a while. He talks too much a little bit, and he knows how to contact me directly if he wants to speak to me. He doesn't have to go on Twitter or whatever. I don't know why the guy does that. He can just talk to me directly if he needs to. But yeah, it's been on record. Me and Kamaru said we don't desire to do that because it's it's bigger than just money. It's bigger than us. This is for a whole nation. So yeah, what Ali's saying.